And elsewhere, governorship candidate of the All Progressives Congress in Bayelsa State, Timipre Sylva, is confident the party is now in a stronger position to win the November 11 governorship election in the state. This is coming as the APC welcomes hundreds of new members into the party ahead of the polls. The new members, some of whom are former local government chairmen and aides of Governor Doyediri, were received by the chairman of the Bayelsa Gubernatorial Campaign Council at the party secretariat in Yenagoa.
It is clear for the blind to see and the deaf to hear that the government, the outgoing government of Governor Doyediri, does not have a clue on how to move this state forward.
I would want to tax the campists are here. Please, this fighting is not for Your Excellency. Now the fighting is yours. The fighting is yours. You have to go out, mobilize your people, door to door, bring the vote for our coming 2023 election by Bayelsa State.
Two things. Number one, we have a leader who is the flag bearer of APC that has vision to take Bayelsa to the next level. He has all the experience, all the capacity, all the reach out, and all what it takes, and by the God's grace, will take Bayelsa to the next level.
Former Minister of State Petroleum Resources and governorship candidate of the APC in Bayelsa, Timipre Sylva, joins me live on TVC News at 10. Some will say it's an Herculean task ahead of you. There are some who still hold the thought that the APC would gather more momentum if it stayed with the candidates in the last election. But you sound quite confident. Where's that confidence coming from ahead of this election?
Well, the enormity of the task ahead is not lost on me at all. We know that it's a big battle. We are fighting against an incumbent government. We are fighting against a PDP system that has been in office for close to 12 years now, and of course very entrenched. That's not lost on us. But we also know that the people of Bayelsa are tired of the PDP government. If you come to Bayelsa, you can see clearly why they are tired. Things are not moving forward. Things are rather going backwards. Salaries that people were earning 10 years ago have been slashed by a quarter in some cases. And of course, development has really has been stunted. So the Bayelsans are now saying, look, we need a change. We have a big youth problem in Bayelsa, and that is what has led to the insecurity, of course, the oil pipelines and so on. But there is no job for these people, and there is no hope, because there is no visible effort to create jobs for these people. In fact, the NIPC report said that Bayelsa is actually the only state, or one of the states that did not, for the past 8 years, has not. And I represent that change in Bayelsa. I have been here before. They've tried and tested me, and they believe that I have the mettle to move the state forward. I have actually also been incubated in Abuja. I've been nationally exposed. I've been a minister in Abuja, and people feel that I have the experience to move the state forward. And there is a groundswell of support. As you could have seen, if you watch the campaigns, this is just a tip of the iceberg. There are a lot more people who are coming to us. And of course, as the days get closer, we'll be receiving a lot more decampees. So why would I not be sure that I'll be winning this election? We are very
certain. Time will tell. A suit seeking your disqualification was recently dismissed at the Federal High Court, and on one side, that's a plus. But on the other side is the fact that that's from someone with whom you contested the primary election in the APC, and some are wondering how united is your party behind you after that primary election going into the big one.
Well, that suit was filed by somebody who is not really a member of our party, and we won the party at that time. In fact, she was sponsored by the PDP to come and pick a form in the APC. And we warned our party that this lady has been funded, is being sponsored by the PDP. She's not a member of our party. And so we are not really shaken by that at all, because, I mean, APC is totally united towards the election, and we are going to work together. In fact, just a few days ago, we had stakeholder meetings across the state. Even right now, I just moved out of another stakeholder meeting of all APC members, and we are very united. We are a united party. The lady that, of course, that is in question is not a member of our party. She was only sponsored by the PDP, but they would not succeed, because the PDP is very scared that if we're on the ballot, they have lost. So the only hope they have is to sponsor this renegade lady who came to the APC to pick the form. And of course, they think that that way they can take us out of the ballot, because that is what they did the last time. I mean, the last time, in 2019, of course, you all know that they didn't win the election. We won the election. Then, of course, they had a pre-election matter involving the deputy governor, and then, of course, that is how they came to office. So they think that this time, too, they want to use the same strategy to come to office. But, of course, this time it will not succeed.
You talked about the economic situation in Bayelsa, how certain salaries have been slashed a couple of times. I just want to remind you of the economics on the economy at the national level, which now is being run by your own party. Some of the policies, and you know the implication, the harsh implication it's had on the economy. The NLC and TUC are now getting ready for a nationwide strike on the 3rd of October. And you know how much a naira exchange for $1 as we speak. Are you concerned about the implication of how your party is faring at the national level on your chances in this election?
Of course, you know well. You know how it is. We know that there are very hard decisions. We knew from the very beginning that we had to take some hard decisions as a government to be able to move forward. You know, it's like a surgery to be performed in a patient. I mean, you will inflict some pain, but that pain is going to lead towards recovery. On the issue of subsidy removal that you probably are alluding to, you know that every candidate in that election campaigned on the same matter. The PDP candidate campaigned that he was going to remove subsidy. The Labour Party candidate campaigned that he was going to remove subsidy. And of course, our party also campaigned that we were going to remove subsidy. So it's a policy direction that is agreed. There is a consensus on that, because we know that for this country to move forward, we need to remove this subsidy. Of course, when you remove subsidy, there will be some pains. Everybody knew that. And at this moment, we are going through pains. I mean, I really sympathize with Nigerians, I mean, for all the pain that this is causing them. But the hope and the solace should be that at the end of the day, this is going to lead to recovery, the economic recovery. And frankly, I believe that some of those gains will soon become very clear to people. And even internationally, we are now being taken more seriously, because we have a president that really is presenting us rightly internationally. We are being taken seriously.
I'm afraid that's our time.
By the time the investments come rolling in, I believe that...
We'll probably continue this conversation some other time. APC governorship candidate in Bayelsa, former Minister of State Petroleum Resources Timipre, thank you for talking to us on the news tonight.
Thank you.